Oh, hello everybody, Marco here again. I've been wanted to make a video for the past 2 weeks, but I haven't been able to do so many things. So anyway, I'll go right to the point. It's been 6 months and a half since I stopped taking benzodiazepines. I would like to tell you that I'm doing okay, but I'm not. I'm still struggling. There's good things happening, but mostly bad things. And I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, I was the last benzodiazepine that I took was Clorazepate. The brand name is Traxine or Tranxine, something like that. Anyway, so the past month I've been with so many ups and downs. I had a really nice window of 4 days and I enjoyed it a lot, and I was feeling great. And there was a point that I felt like, oh, I'm cured, I wanted to even make a video about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys like, oh, guess what, I'm cured. I don't know if I can say there's a cure for this, but anyway, so I thought like everything was going great. But then on a Thursday night, as I was starting to feel a little bit funky. By Friday morning, I was completely, devastated. So it was a really bad wave. I started, the classic things, like the dizziness and the pinching in the hands and the tongue, and some other symptoms, and then increases into a point like I was just pretty much all sick and nauseous, and yeah, I was like that for about 5 days, I guess. So I thought like, oh, okay, this is a wave. We're gonna get over this. But then the weather changed. The weather started to get like a really rainy and really cloudy out there. I want to think that's why I had like even a worse part of the wave. I was feeling already bad when this happened, and I was starting feeling even worse. There was a day that actually I didn't get out of the house completely. I just stayed in home, and I was just in here, feeling like I'm dying. I was dying. So that was a terrible day. To me, it was a kind of a setback. So automatically the thing that you start to think is like, oh, what did I do, or like what did I eat, or the things like. But I keep doing the same thing. The only thing that I could think of, and I don't think like this is very relevant, but I had a candy. A candy. I know it's sugar, but just one candy. It wasn't like I just stuffed myself. It was just one candy. But other than that, I just follow the entire protocol. Like a good diet, sleeping, meditation, everything, and praying. And yet I had that, and the worst part for me is that I thought I could control the physical part of my body, but now lately it's been very difficult to control the psychological part of it. By that I mean that the confusion. I just constantly think that I'm going to lose the reasoning. And this is just a very present feeling that I constantly feel that I just going to lose my marbles, as you might say. I really hope that this is just a phase of the entire recovery. But I'm getting tired. It's been 6 months and a half, and I still. Some days I feel like it's the first day. And yeah, that's the bad part. Some of the spasms, they return. The spasms on my hands, on my left hand, which that's the kind of that worries me. Especially the spasm on my left hand. That's a concern for me. And what else? The pressure on my eyes is still there. The ringing of the ears, it comes and goes. The confusion is very present. Is pretty much in a daily basis. Headaches, the eternal headache is still there. What else? Well, I think like I told you this before, but one of the things that have made me feel good is just, and then briefly, is just like being with family or with somebody that I feel love, or that somebody who's a good friend, or like if somebody cheers me up or something, when you feel the affection of other people, those are the things like that kind of help me. Like that's so far the best medicine that I had experienced. So yeah, I mean that could be a good factor, like the empathy of other people. And again, I try not to go around telling people like all my symptoms, because I don't want to be this character with this cloud on top of me, and always grim and always sad. So I try to be very reserve about my feelings, my symptoms. I think like I talk about my symptoms more with you guys in here in these videos that I do with the people close to me. And yeah, I mean, I really hope that although I try to keep them informed about what is this about, is difficult, because again, unless you are going through this, I mean, there's no way to describe it. I mean, you can try to compare with so many things. One of the things that we say a lot is that, I feel like we use the like a lot, because again, there's no specific word for some of the symptoms. I mean, I mean, probably for nausea, yeah, but if I say like, I feel like somebody's pushing my eyes inwards, or I feel like my brain is deep fried. I feel my tongue that is is slurring the words, and I feel like I forgetting to breathe. Again, there's a lots of like. So I try not to use them too much, but there's no other way to describe these symptoms. So anyway, I'm right now we went back to be a little bit functional. I'm not working that much again. Last week I had to cancel some of my appointments, and which wasn't really good. And but now I'm back into the functional part of me. Although with all the pain, with all this headaches and confusion and whatever, I try to at least to make some money if possible. Not as much as I want to, but at least just to keep me afloat. Anyway, so I'm using my headphones now, because I think somebody mentioned in one of my videos that they cannot hear really well what I'm saying, and I don't know if it was because of my accent or because of the audio quality. But anyway, I'm doing this on a better, with my headphones, and I think like that would improve the audio of this video. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for being there. Thanks, Ty, for also keep asking about how am I doing. Vanessa, Laura, Anna, all those people out there. Again, if I forget your names, it's because memory. I would like to thank every single one of you, and if possible, I would like to give you a hug. Unfortunately, the distance won't not allow me that. But yeah, thanks for being supportive in all this process. Thanks to all of you that are watching my videos. I would like to name all of you, but right now there are not too many names that come to my mind because my memory is it's really bad right now. But yeah, I know like you guys are there, and you are being supportive, and thanks for listening to me and watching this video. And if you like to share with some other people, or they can identify their symptoms with this, just please share it with them. And if you like to comment, I encourage you to do it, because in that way I also know how you guys are doing and what part of the process you are right now. And also, it can help me in my process as well. Well, thanks for being there, and talk to you later. Peace.